Fear of missing out.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Although that's usually used as a marketing term, but I think you could use it in a broader way.
Yeah.
Usually when people
Looks like
talk
my
about hmm?
looks like my friend is like chilling out with this it's like complicated, man. Like I went out with this girl, but I didn't tell anybody that I went out with her. And now she's like hanging out with some of my friends and I'm just like super paranoid about it.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. I know one of my other friends has like a crush on her also, and she's like the ex of another friend, which is how I met her.
Young love triangles. I don't envy you.
I'm not even that young, Kev. I'm just stupid. And this guy is with them too, and the guy hates my guts, so that makes me more paranoid.
I am not mental. I just wanted to let y'all know.
What's going on?
Something you came in a little choppy there.
Um, I'm not gonna be able to join up tonight. I am not doing well mentally. I got put on steroids for an ear infection, and I'm not doing good.
Oh,
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll miss you tonight, but I want you to get better as fast as you can.
I'm getting there, Kevin. Let me know when next game is, and I'll make it.
Okay, I will.
hey, and also I was thinking probably when I do Cyberpunk and maybe more of these others that I want to try out, I might stick to Theater of the Mind or mostly Theater of the Mind. Um, Partially because it's easier, but especially also so that if you want to play, you can be included.
Okay. Yeah, just hit me up with the details later.
Yep, Righteous. I don't know any dates yet. I don't know if I'm playing next week. I might just take a break for a week or two. So DMing can be exhausting, right, Kevin?
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
indeed, especially when you're an over prepper like me.
I'll talk to y'all next time.
Get well soon.
Feel better, Fred. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
John, did you jump in here while we were speaking with Fred?
Perchance.
Obi-Wan Shinobi.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's how I met Kevin. Was a Star Wars Starfinder game.
Star Wars Starfinder, you say?
It was a good time.
Huh.
Yeah,
Was
I
I
was
in that?
DMing that for a while.
Was I in that game or was that a different game?
Same game.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I
It
found it
wasn't
really.
quite Star Wars.
It
It was.
became more Star Wars as it went.
Yeah, I didn't even
Oh,
make a Jedi or anything like that. I did a Android. What's the rogue class in Starfinder?
Infiltrator, I think.
Yeah, and I found a feat that lets you use Shuriken as dex weapons that you can get your trick attacks on, and it's really powerful. Like it just scales with your character. It stays good and online with non-magical Shuriken until level 11.
Nice.
But again, it's not busted. It's actually not a lot of damage at all. It just makes you useful the whole time.
Yeah. What level did you guys end up going to anyway?
I think 5.
Yeah, we were at
Okay.
fifth when we quit.
That's a good level. Most D20 systems still work pretty well at fifth.
Yeah.
What I'd like to do, because Starfinder Second Edition is being worked on right now,
Oh yeah.
and I
Mhm.
have this idea for kind of a multiversal game So when it comes out,
You're,
I kind
you're
of want to
gonna
run
give
something
yourself
that
an
has like
aneurysm, Kev.
no,
You're
no.
already
There,
an over prepper, and now you're gonna make an entire multiverse.
Oh, we were doing multiverse stuff in the Starfinder 1E campaign.
oh yeah,
Yeah, some of the players got turned into Transformers. Some of them got turned into
superheroes.
superheroes. I think there was like a dinosaur one,
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah, I think I
And
was the only player that didn't get turned into anything other than what I was.
it was a fun session.
It was a good time. It was like an acid trip. Not that I've ever had one.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab myself a drink real quick, and then let's get started.
All right.
So did you wrap up your Ninja Turtles game? How did that go?
Ninja Turtles is over. The characters escaped narrowly, and it was not the adventure that I was thinking it was going to be, which is, of course, that's the way it goes. Players going to play, and they skipped a lot of the lore that I had embedded in there, and just kind of like broke the windows out and said, "See ya."
Oh yeah.
But the lore was all optional. The only mission objective was to either get out or die.
Was it like a dungeon crawl type scenario?
It was supposed to be.
Well, it was. Would you call it a dungeon crawl? It was. It was mostly indoors until the end. So these characters had spent their entire existence in this one facility with no clocks, no windows, no connection to the outside world. And the facility has like day mode and night mode. That's the only indication of passing time that they have ever known, and then when they get fed meals and when they do their activity cycles and stuff. So it's all indoors until it's not anymore.
That sounds interesting.
I might run it again, especially considered how much I wrote that did not get used. But
Yeah.
whatever. Whatever.
Well, did you
Sorry.
play Rongar the Barbarian in that one shot that I ran?
Fred played in it, but she didn't play the barbarian. It was Sean Verkoviak playing the barbarian.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, I had those whole role playing scene with the princess and the thief, and then Krongar just like booted her into this pit, and I was like, oh my god, he just booted the princess into a pit. It's like it did make the session go by a lot faster, but goddamn, what brutality.
Right. Oh, just out of curiosity, are we streaming tonight?
That was my plan. I'm basically always streaming if no one objects. If anyone doesn't want to be streamed, I will not stream. It's not a big deal, but I will stream if no one objects.
That's fine by me.
I'm in.
I like it when we stream because it's recorded and I can go back and listen to the session. But
yeah.
I'm a nerd who does that, so. All right, well, I think we're all here, so let's go ahead and get started with a recap.
Oh, gross. Give me 2 seconds. My dog just shot ear water all over my face.
Did a gross dog thing.
Yeah.
Oh, by all means, take care of that, John. We'll give you a couple minutes.
I have a pit bull, and she is a drool monster. Got all kinds of gross tricks that she loves to do.
Yeah, and that girl doesn't want to go out anymore. So now I was already paranoid. And now she's like hanging out with my friends. And I'm like extra paranoid.
So you say she's with your friends. Are they like your close friends, or are they like just kind of people you know?
Well, like me and Rose are pretty tight. But like Rose doesn't know that I went out with that girl. I don't know, it's very complicated.
I gotcha.
Dude, oh man, this is awful.
I don't miss that scene. I am very happily married for 11 years now, and I don't envy you. I know
Yeah,
how
like we went.
I'm
we
kind of
went
like
out,
remembering my own stuff that I used to like go through, and I'm like, I don't miss this.
Yeah, like we went out several times. Like I even took her to the ballet, right? But
Oh,
then
that's
she said she
nice.
didn't want to. Yeah, it was a nice show. It was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the ballet,
Oh, that's really
and
nice.
all seven dwarfs got their own dance to show off their personality.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Sleepy was the most hilarious.
Oh, that's
Like I don't know
cool.
how you can make a dance out of sleeping, but they did, and it was great.
Wow.
And then like all of a sudden she said she didn't want to go out anymore. And like I don't know why, if somebody said something about me or if I did something or what, but I'm just extra paranoid now.
That might just be a mystery.
A mysterious mystery, it might be, yeah.
Sometimes it's like, it might be nothing like that at all. It might just be that she lost interest, and that's that.
Yeah. Well, she's a weird cat, so.
Sorry about that, boys.
No problem.
It's okay.
I bought this medicated ear wash for Riley, and I sprayed it right into her ear like the directions said, and she like flipped her head and shot that ear wash right into my left eye.
Oh my gosh, a counterattack.
Oh,
Huh?
Counterattack.
Yeah, 100%. She got me back. Kind of did me dirty, but anyway, I'm back. That burnt like crazy bad too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I bet.
Just hoping there was no ear gunk that could give me pink eye or anything like that in her ear.
Hope not.
Anyway. Is everybody else back?
I think so. I think we can do the recap as soon as you're Jonathan. As soon as Kevin's ready.
Okay. I know that I missed like a session or two, so I don't know what all happened.
I'm going to cover it all.
So the last thing I remember is the cheese golem and dude was a traitor, and we were after some witches, and I was really interested in the witches.
Oh yeah, I think we had a fight with the witches, but I'm also struggling to remember exact details.
Beans.
Yeah, it's been quite a while since our last session.
What?
Mhm.
Have we leveled up from 1?
Yeah, you should be on 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh, beans. That's definitely not been done.
Okay, that's not a big deal. Go ahead and do it right now.
What class are you?
I am Clockwork
He's
Magician.
Yeah, he's a mage.
A mage. Oh.
Well, I'm going for combat mage, so like I'm using a sword and magic spells that enhance sword attacks with intelligence.
Right.
Actually, you know what? I think I am level 2 because if I recall, when you go up to level 2, you just get to select like 2 new spells, right?
That sounds
I'm not
right.
sure.
Yes, I believe so.
And your health doesn't ever change. Does it?
Your health can
Mine
go up.
did, but yeah, I'm
Uh,
a warrior, so
Let me go ahead and pull up Mage real quick because I think there should be a boost to your health.
Okay.
it's health +2.
And it starts out at
You-
10, right?
I think it's your strength plus something. Mine's +5,
Yeah.
but I'm a troll blood and a warrior, so that may be factored in there.
I got my 2 new spells were psychometry and augur.
Okay, yeah, we've got like the Luxodon dude, which is like an elephant cleric kind of guy, right?
Yes. Well,
And then-
oracle, like mystic
Yeah,
kind of.
and then
Yes.
yeah, and then our battle hardened veteran is the she ogre, right?
Yeah, troll blood.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm trying to remember it.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, and your character was actually the one that I got lumped in with, where I'm like, this is the only person who's put up with me long enough for me to get an impression on anybody. So, yeah. So, like, my first instinct is violence. Respectfully. What? Come here. Come on.
Do you want to hit us with the recap, Kev, or?
Give me just one more second.
Okay, yeah.
I'll give you two.
I realized that I had not done my spreadsheet,
Oh yeah,
and so I'm just entering a couple quick numbers in
Yep.
before we get started.
no problem. Yeah, and I saw that girl at the bar the other night too, and she was super nice and friendly to me though. She gave me a big hug and it was real nice and friendly. But she doesn't want to go out anymore. Now she's hanging out with Rose and that guy who hates my guts.
Sorry to hear, man.
Okay, sorry about that wait, guys. So, recap. So you were in the village of King's Mound. This is where you went after the cheese golem fight and the Tengu guy ran off. So you're in the village of King's Mound. While sitting in the tavern and looking for clues about the witches, a farmer and a Tuatha adventurer entered the tavern. The farmer tells you that the witches kidnapped his family and burned his farm. The Tuatha names herself Thistle and explains that the Hill Witches burned her home. Thistle joined your group and you made your way to Witch Hill to battle the witches. On the way to Witch Hill, a dancing hut attacked you. You quickly defeated the dancing hut that ran off into the forest to escape. You continued to the hill. It was there where you fought the evil witches. At the end of the battle, the king spirit appeared. The ancient king gifted each of you an item and promised to give you passage to your destination. The ground beneath you melted and you sank into the hill, finding yourselves in a smooth spherical room with a central column that is covered with hieroglyphics. And that's where we'll start today.
Now, did any of this fighting with witches and the dancing hut and whatnot trigger any sort of memories or particular emotions out of my character?
No, because your character's key was wound down.
Gotcha.
You were in a round cavern with polished walls.
I
Crystals.
apologize. I'll be back in just a moment. I think there's somebody at my door.
Oh, no problem.
All right.
Now, Kev, did we talk to some kind of a spirit or something?
Yes, you did. The king spirit, who
One
gave
of you
each
guys
of
is
you a
possessed.
gift.
Yeah, and what else did the king spirit tell us? I'm trying to remember how that conversation went.
Mostly, he congratulated you for defeating the witches, and then he presented each of you with a gift. Yours was a khopesh, a
Yeah.
very nice blade. He gave some magic keys to Phoenix. He gave a book of magic to Salem. He gave some magic to Thistle. And I'm sorry, Yana. What was it that he gave you? I can't
Hello.
remember it off the top of my head. Thor, are you back?
Yes, yes, I am.
Do you remember what gift the King Spirit gave you last session?
Oh, I remember being given a prophecy by a spirit, but I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I don't think it is.
See, I was about to say, isn't one of our guys possessed too?
Bag of Eternity, is that it?
Yes, it is. Yes. Which is basically just a bag of holding.
Okay.
Yeah, but what did the king spirit tell us again? That's what I'm trying to remember. Had it like
He,
given us a mission?
he didn't give you a mission so much as he thanked you for defending his location from the witches. Because the whole witches, their idea was they were going to summon the king spirit and his spectral army and march them against the capital, but you
Uh,
stopped that.
so how did we get teleported here? I thought it was the king spirit that sent us here.
Yeah, we sunk into the hill, right?
Correct. And on the other side of the hill, you emerged in this cavern that's completely spherical, other than it has a column that comes down the very middle of it that's engraved with all of these strange hieroglyphs.
I see. So we don't really know why we're here. We're just kind of here.
Correct. And there's no doorway out that you can see.
Hmm. Gelgreg might examine this column. Uh, I don't even know if Gelgreg can read at all, but she might be looking to see if there's any kind of pictures or pictograms or drawings on the column. I don't think any like letters would be very useful for her.
Um, what professions do you have?
Let's see. Barbarian, slave, and soldier.
Okay, none of those are very academic. However, I
Yeah.
think a soldier check might be in order. So why don't you go ahead and give me a challenge roll on that? But I'm going to give you one boon. I'm sorry, Bane.
Okay. Let's see if I remember how to roll here. So 14 minus 5, so 9. And then I would add what my intelligence to that, which is 9. So I don't think there's any bonus on it. Is a 9 minus 1?
I think it is a -1, yeah.
Okay, so my total is 8, which is probably a failure, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that is a failure. You don't really understand what's going on with this column. Is anybody else going to go take a look at it by
Uh,
chance?
I- I have academics, engineering, and magic.
Oh. we should we
What-
should have let you do it.
Okay.
Remind me how to roll.
So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the channel dice rolling,
Yes, sir.
and then you just type in whatever the dice notation is. You don't have to put anything in front of it. So like 1d20 plus whatever.
I got a
Yeah.
natural. Yeah.
Okay.
I know everything there is to know about this rock. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, what you learn is that only through magic can you open this a doorway in this place. And essentially what you're going to have to do is give up one spell slot to do it.
Gotcha. Just for comedy, my first instinct, if there's a doorway that's sealed that we're trying to get into, is to see if there's a hole to put my key sword into it. But yeah, I'll give up one of my spell slots. I think I can do let's see here.
Now you're sure you want to do this?
Why you gotta ask it like that and scare me?
Because I'm
So-
a DM.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I would say before we travel any further, I would like to inspect this book that I've got.
Ah, the new book, yes.
Yeah. Do you want me to make a roll for it?
What are you doing? Are you opening it or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, go ahead and open the book.
What do you want me to roll for that?
Give me a d20 and let's go ahead and give you 2 boons. And you want over 10.
Can I pause you right there before you open that book?
I freeze in place.
And can I suggest that my psychometry spell may be wise to cast on the book before we open it?
What does that do?
You touch the object and learn 1d6 facts about it, such as the identity of the previous owner, whether or not it is cursed, possessed, magical, how previous owner gained or lost the object, and when it was made.
I am actually absolutely down for that.
I will cast that on the book and see what I can learn about it. I think I just roll 1d6 to find out how many facts I learn about it. And that's all there is to that spell as far as I know. Divination spells are not really...
Well, so with it being a magical item, does it actually have any sort of resistance roll to spells itself? I'm assuming it's not intelligent, but it is magic, so I just didn't know.
Give me just a second here.
That's one of the reasons that when I play casters, I like to play casters that... I know you can't completely eliminate saving throws and opposed rolls and stuff, but I like to do stuff like Conjurer is my other favorite. I like Summoners because there's no, there's nobody opposing my gating in of 10 dogs or whatever the case may be.
Right. Okay, you rolled a 4 on that?
Yes. If there's other rolls for me to make, just let me know. I'm not... I don't think there was, but I'm not totally sure.
Okay, well the first thing that you learn about it is that it is indeed magical. The second thing that you learn about it is that it is indeed cursed.
Thanks.
The previous owner lost it because he was a war mage in the army of the king spirit, and he was actually just the king. And the book fell into possession of the king spirit at that point. The book was made in the nation of Extolia, which is known for their oppressive wizards.
Oh.
And I think that's 4.
Oppressive, that's 4, yes. Oppressive, like, what do I know about Wizards of Extolia? Can I do a check to see what I know about any kind of history, politics, anything of that nature?
Yeah, actually, I would like to also, if he's revealing this information to me, I don't know if it's like an out loud thing or if it's private.
I do have, for profession, history academic.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll. Go ahead and give me a d20 with 3 boons.
So the boon is you roll 3 die 6, and you take the best of the 3, not all 3, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's cool. I'm trying to remember how all this worked. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has
Can
been.
I roll one too, Cav, in case I know anything about their military history?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll.
Any banes on that one? Natural 2, never mind.
Yeah, I don't think you need one.
Okay. Maybe at that point, I might actually think I know something that's just not true.
That is possible, yeah.
No, I do.
Depending on your GMing style. I used to do that to my players when I was GMing. Just make up nonsense for them.
I do have. So for my academic professions, I have engineering and magic, and then my martial, I have mercenary. Would any of those help with this situation, or should I just kind of sit and wait?
Oh, you rolled 3d20, not 3d6 there.
Whoops. 3d6. Okay. There we go. 4 being the highest roll.
Okay, and what was your base roll? Your d20 roll?
Let's find out. 16. I believe this is intellect related, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that would put it at an additional +4, bringing the total to 24, if I'm not mistaken.
Holy cow! How do you have a +4?
I'm a divination person. I drink and I know things, and I throw up a lot.
That pretty much describes Yana, yeah.
I'm still sitting on that hot +2 that I thought I was so high on.
I actually have not done a great deal of anything useful for most of this campaign until this moment. I mean, I didn't hinder anybody either, but I wasn't like being wildly useful. And then I was like,
Okay.
hey, let me take a look at that book before you open it. Oh, look at that, it's cursed. What do you know?
So, if you open the book, it is going to cause you to have corruption.
Okay.
What does that taste like?
So if you get a point of corruption, 1 point isn't really a big deal, but they sort of start to add up, and once you get a couple of them, all sorts of crazy stuff happens.
Yep, okay.
So it pretty quickly becomes a detriment, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you should be careful about opening this book.
Do I get to make a check to resist it, or do I just get it?
Yeah, you get to resist it.
Dope. I am gonna open the book.
I'll cover my eyes. Ah!
I'll step away from the party just to make sure that nobody gets any backlash from this thing.
Oh, I can't read anyway. I'm probably immune to it.
My one goal in this game now is to teach him how to spell his name.
Okay,
she
you
probably
open
has
the
a
book.
mark that she makes. She probably just
wanted-
draws a symbol, and that's just her name.
Yeah. Whenever you wanted me to open up the book earlier, you said roll a d20 with 2 boons.
Yes,
Is that with intelligence modifier or just straight?
with an intelligence modifier.
Cool. 20 plus 2. So that's my base. Oop, I'm going to need them boons. 2 die. 4. So I got a 13 total.
You are able to resist the corrupting magics of this book.
Yes.
However, as you open it up and you begin to read, spectral black tentacles come out of the book and begin to wrap around your body.
Huh. Just like whenever I got dragged off the boat.
Are we rolling initiative for these tentacles, or role playing through them?
There is no threat. They are not hindering him in any way. They are just wrapping themselves around him.
Are they hugging him, or they're just so spectral they can't?
I don't know about no threat. It's
Like, are they fondling him, or are they ghostly? And they can't even...
Is this
No.
my
They are
first?
ghostly.
Wait a minute. Where is this going?
Okay. Yeah, I've
Is this
seen
my
enough
first bit of
hentai
like?
to know.
Is this
No,
like
no hentai.
The
this my
book of
first,
hentai-ism.
Yikes!
Hentaiomancy.
What have we opened?
Is this my character's first sense of like a parent's warmth?
Oh, that's so sad.
I hug the book back. It shows me. I'm gonna look at the rest of the group excited, like with childlike wonder, if I can emulate that with my face, and just be like, it shows me.
Gosh.
Well, the question is for what?
Do you have the book still open, or have you closed it?
1,000% still open.
You hear a voice in the back of your mind, and it whispers, "I can let you out." I can bring you freedom.
Being inside of this body is the only thing that's letting me stay attached to this world, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be like, no thanks, and just keep reading.
Well, maybe it means to let us out of the room.
Now it's my goal to convert whatever evil spectral force this is into being my buddy. I don't want it to be good. I just want it to be my friend.
Okay. You have the option of opening the door with the book if you would like.
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, sorry, my bad, dude. I'll walk over to the door with the book open.
As you approach, the door just begins to melt into sand that just fills the chamber. I mean, it doesn't fill it very much, like maybe
I was about
an
to say,
inch, but
oh no.
I'm not going to drown you guys quite yet. And the doorway is an arched doorway that you can now walk through.
Well, Belgreg is quite amazed by that. And she might look at Zalem and like ask, how was this book able to accomplish this feat?
Oh, he's my friend. He was just going to help us out.
And she looks at the book very suspiciously and might ask, who is the author of this tome?
It was some night guy back before he fought the King Spirit, and he lost, and then the King Spirit came in possession of the book. I'm gonna offer one of the ghostly spectral tentacles crisp high five and see if it accepts.
Roll me a d20.
Yes. Oh.
It does not. It does not accept you yet.
I'm gonna like try to show it the motion and be like, next time. That's Where else should we go, Book?
Out into the world.
That's where we
Carry me throughout the world.
Okay, if I shut you, am I gonna keep hearing this voice?
It's a good question.
Okay, I shut the book real slow.
As you shut the book, all of the tentacles disappear as if they were never there.
Nice. Are you still there, voice? That only I can hear in the back of my head?
You do not hear a voice.
I open the book back up, so it does not work.
Do not close it again.
No. I can't walk around with you open all the time. What if somebody pours water on you?
Rip the cover off and carry me in your pack.
You will no longer be eligible for resale.
Oh my word! Yeah, it's gonna drop that resale value.
Let's start I'm not actually doing this, but like I might as a character start ripping pages out of the book and like paper macheing them to my armor.
Oh my gosh. This is turning into Warhammer. First we have corruption, and now we have
and I'm a giant
these
suit of armor.
Yeah.
Can we replace my sword with a chainsaw, Kev? Or
Right.
Not at this level.
But no. Okay, so obviously it's not going to be very wise of me to walk around with you open all the time, and these guys are starting to look at me like I'm crazy. So perhaps we should save our chatting for later.
Oh my gosh!
If we get stuck, I'll open you again, and if we get outside, I'll open you again.
Very well.
All right, bye, Dad. I close the book.
Bye, book dad. Bye.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Love you, book dad. He's gonna
excited.
He's gonna sleep with it cradled in his arms.
Yeah. We're gonna play catch.
Probably.
Bye, book dad.
We're gonna play catch later.
Cool. Well, I'm all for it. I like cursed book dads.
Yeah. He said that we could go this way, and he opened up the door for us. Obviously, nothing bad can happen.
All right. What's the illumination like down here, Kev?
Oh yeah, do I have dark vision?
It's very faint because you guys are in this cavern and the only light is coming off these crystals in the wall. So it's
Okay,
very
so it's-
faint and it's very difficult to see.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have nothing that can give us light, and I definitely don't believe I have dark vision.
Well, at least it's not pitch black. Like, as long as we have these crystals, it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, dude, if it is pitch black.
I also have shadow sight, which I think is some kind of low light vision.
Yeah, that's the
But-
version of low light vision, and then I think dark sight is actually the one that is dark vision.
Yeah. But if there's glowing crystals, I think we're good.
We need to go to a max.
Galgreg will. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Galgreg will take the lead heading through the door if no one else is keen to.
Yeah, no, that works for me. What's the Luxodon's name? I'm sorry.
Yana.
Yana, gotcha. And the character that we're missing tonight is Phoenix.
Phoenix
And
and
Thistle.
Thistle.
Thistle. I don't think I've met Thistle yet.
I don't think
Thistle
you
is a
have. Yeah.
what's Thistle species called? Tuatha?
Yeah, Tuatha.
What is
Yeah,
that?
which is like a short plant person, fairy plant type person.
Right on.
And they
I
have
haven't
no
played enough
respect for.
Pokemon to. I haven't played enough Pokemon to remember what she'd be weak to if she's fairy slash plant type. Probably fire, I would guess.
And dark.
Back in my day, that wasn't even a type.
Yeah.
I had a Game Boy, goddammit, not even a Game Boy Color. Anyway, I head through the doorway.
Yeah, I'll go in second as backup unless Yana wants to proceed in the middle.
I'm not much of a tank. I have I have one trick and I already did it, so
What? Wow. Okay.
but
Oh, right.
I guess with three with a group of three, everybody's on point, so doesn't matter where I position myself. I'm either on rear point or front point or side point.
Inverted pyramid. You're on the.
Okay, cool. That's cool with me.
All right. Gelgrig, you step through the door and you walk down a long hallway that is just large enough for Yana. But there is very little headroom for the Elephant Man. You notice that time seems very strange here. You feel like you've walked for miles, but you seem to have only made it a little way down the hallway. Everyone give me a perception check.
Perception. Okay.
At 20.
No special bonuses or. Well, it sounds like you already got that.
I was gonna say, perception is intelligence based.
Oh, okay. So I
Yeah,
can
you
add
should
4
be
to
phenomenal. Yeah.
that. I will have a 14 then.
Yeah, my perception is 10, and I rolled an 11, so I think that just means my total is 11, right?
Yes, all three
Okay.
of you passed. You notice that the room has gotten significantly colder as you've gone down this hallway, and now there are patches of ice on the walls and the floor.
Gelgreg might quite enjoy that. She's from a colder climate.
After many twists and turns, you find yourself in a small chamber that has a waterfall coming from the ceiling.
So it's basically like a circular room with water just pouring from the ceiling. Is there like a pool or a basin?
There is a basin that it's pouring into.
And is it like in the center of the room or on one of the walls?
It's on one of the walls. In the center of the room is another one of those columns with hieroglyphs.
More scribbles.
I'm
As-
on it.
As you get a little bit closer, you realize that the water that's pouring into this room isn't clean. It's a filthy brown liquid filled with sewage, bile, and refuse.
Oh,
Yes.
Gross.
that is gross.
Does anybody have a waterproof bag or pocket or anything for this bug? Because I feel like it'll get pissed if that gets on it.
We'll just stay away from it. But can you read the column?
I cannot.
Yeah.
Are you going to attempt to read it?
I tried. I rolled a 4.
I can give it a shot and see what happens.
Okay.
Riley.
Assuming this is intellect again, I'll add my 4, so that is a modified 17.
You, as you're reading it, you hear a string instrument being played. You look up and see a blue-skinned fey creature enter the chamber from behind the fetid waterfall. The creature carries a strange-looking harp that it plucks absently. The gemstones in the chamber are glowing and reflect light in strange ways, giving it a psychedelic atmosphere. The creature says, "Who has come to my cave? Tell me your name and I will give you a riddle. Answer my riddle correctly and I will give you passage to where you seek."
My name is Yana.
Yana. A beautiful name. Tell me, Yana. You saw me where I never was and where I could not be, and yet within that very place my face you often see. What am I?
Can you say that again, Kev?
Yeah, absolutely, and I'll say it without the strange
No,
voices.
no. Your voice is fine. I'm trying to think and listen at the same time.
You saw me where I never was and where I could not be, and yet within that very place my face you often see. What am I?
Well, I would say reflection, but I think Galgreg is too stupid to think of that. Galgreg would be like, an enemy!
I don't really know off the top of my head. I'm guessing face is being used in a way that is a double meaning. But that's just my guess. That's about the best I've got off the top of my head.
Everyone, let's try this a different way. Everyone roll me a d6.
Great. Galgreg would definitely say an enemy, though. That would be her answer. I don't know if the nymph cares, but...
Woohoo! Got a 1.
I'm also kind of like leaning towards reflection, but I think I'd have to hear it again to.
You saw me where I never was and where I could not be, and yet within that very place my face you often see. What am I?
Yeah, I'm still on reflection, but I feel like the word face, like they were saying, is where the answer to the riddle's at.
Are you going to say reflection?
Did you say that a clock has a face? Because then the answer could be time.
Yes, a clock has a face.
Yes, it does.
And you can't actually see time. So who was the riddle for? Was it for Yana?
Anyone can answer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say time.
You are incorrect.
Sweet. I give everybody a thumbs up.
There are two things that I'll accept as an answer. One's a physical thing, and one is an illusionary thing.
Time's an illusion made by man. No, I'm just kidding.
You guys,
Let's go, elephant. You never forget stuff.
I tell you what, Gelgrig, give me an intelligence check. Just a
Okay.
straight roll. No boons, no banes.
Natural 2, and I got -1, so that's a total of 1.
You are sure that the answer is the enemy, but you have not said that yet.
Oh no, Gelgrig would definitely say that. It would be like
You
yelling it,
are
like
incorrect.
in Pictionary when you have the wrong answer and they're ignoring you, so you just keep saying it over and over and over. Like that would be Gelgrig.
You are wrong.
No, I'm not. It's the enemy.
You have one chance left. And I will go out and say
I'm
that
gonna
I
try
think
I'm gonna try the truth. That's my answer.
the truth is not the answer.
Well, sounds
It
like
is either mirror or reflection.
I'm still voting on time. I don't know how.
Gelgrig still thinks it's the enemy. She sees enemies everywhere. God damn it!
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna be like, nah, I definitely feel like it's time. I just don't understand how a fake could get its own riddle wrong. I'm pretty smart.
We are the most ignorant adventure party. We just all think we're right. We're arguing with the nymph here.
Yeah. Why can't you just admit that you're wrong?
It goes into a flying rage and it just runs towards you. And let's go into combat.
I was gonna guess.
sure. Sure, why wouldn't we?
Wait, it's flying. It's in a flying rage. Is it running at me since I kept running my mouth?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I'm just gonna straight up like engage my sword arm and brace it in place while it's running at me, and just hope that it skewers itself on it. But yeah, initiative. What is that based off of?
Well, it's
Okay.
just slower, fast.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And you guys
Okay,
can
I'm totally-
decide who's going to go first.
Well,
Oh,
this
dude.
nymph is basically naked, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not armed in any way. So Gelgrig would definitely not feel the need to, escalate this, and like she doesn't need to stab someone who's trying to box her, right? So I mean, she would probably run and she can tell there's a fight, but she thinks we just need to beat each other up, and then the nymph will realize that she's wrong after we put the boots to her.
Right. That makes sense to me.
That's what Gelgrig is thinking. So Gelgrig will engage unarmed and kind of try to like wrestle with this nymph.
Are you going to go slow then?
I'm not sure what the. Yeah, I guess so. No, maybe I'll go fast. Because if she's running at me, I'm going to run at her too. That sounds like a fast action, I guess.
Well, if you go fast, you're not going to get as many action. If you go slow, you can both move and attack. Otherwise, you're
I'm gonna
probably
go
just going
slow.
to get
Yeah,
a move.
I'll go fast and I'll just move towards her.
Okay, perfect.
Like that
Yana,
makes sense
slow or
to me. We'll
fast?
just do that.
I'll go slow.
Also-
Yana, we'll go slow.
You're going slow, Salem?
No, I'll go fast, but like my fast action is just to brace my sword up in front of me and hope that she skewers herself on it.
I was looking at, by the way, different uses for the word face. I'm looking at in the face of, face to face, lose face.
Are you still going to argue with this nymph?
I didn't argue with her at all, but
Nah, dude, she's clearly wrong.
I like that you're trying to cite sources against the riddle game.
I was looking at different uses for the word face.
Okay.
Okay. Gelgrig, you're going first. What are you doing? Just
Well, I
moving
just
up?
moved towards the nymph, and I think that's all I can do with a fast action.
Okay, and Salem, you're just getting your sword arm ready?
Yeah, if you want me to make a roll to like see how well I brace or something like that, I'm down. But
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an action when she actually gets to you.
right on.
We're just going to say you hold your action until then.
Heard.
Okay, Yana, what are you doing?
That's a gosh darn good question. Because, like I said, I'm a one-trick pony, and divination doesn't generally do tons of good in combat. Sometimes it does, but I think I will try. Just gonna try whacking it with my staff
Do it.
and hope for the best.
Staff whack.
So, did the Fae go first? Did the Fae go fast or slow? I can't remember.
The Fae went slow. It has not gone yet.
Okay, so I can go ahead and staff whack,
Yes, you
lay
can.
a little staffu, have a staff meeting, check on a staff infection. It's one. Looks like I rolled a 15 on a d20.
That is going to hit. Roll me damage.
Would you care to take an informal poll? And that is 2 damage.
It's a hot 2 damage though.
Yep.
So what happens is Yana takes his staff, and hits this feated riddle master in the face, and blood just starts pouring down, but it's not like regular blood, it's this greenish acid-like blood.
How acidic are we talking here? Is it melting the edge of my staff here?
It is not melting the edge of your staff, but it is disgusting looking, and you're pretty sure if you hit it with a sword, the sword will be covered in acid.
Jeepers. Okay.
Does he say anything?
The riddle master raises his fist over her head, and she brings it down, and she says, "The answer is reflection."
God
Okay.
damn, this bitch.
I mean, that's fine with me. I don't really care. I just you
It's
charged us.
time. Clocks have a face.
We're actually role playing as rules
Yeah.
lawyers. This is very meta.
Yes.
we are. We're role playing the lawyering here.
All right, well, with a 9, she completely misses. She tried to go after Gelgreg, and it did not work.
Right.
Is she up on us yet?
She is up on you now, and so Zalem, you are good to go with your held action.
I'm gonna ask her what is the sound of one hand clapping before I backhand her.
Right. Very
Do
good.
it.
I approve of this.
Oh my god.
But I want to wait until like it looks like she's thinking.
Savage.
All right, let's see. So for that kind of check, I'm not going to use my intelligence to attack. It's just going to be straight strength. So, woo!
That'll work.
So how much does a iron slap do?
My God.
Am I cold iron?
1d6.
God, that was a savage slap.
The creature rears back with more acid coming off its face. It says, "Yous don't play fair."
You're the one that didn't accept the clock. Time, whatever.
Time is the wrong answer.
To who? It clearly is
Get
the
out
right
of my cave. All of you get out of my cave.
No, I was told to come in here by my dad.
And it holds its hand up, snaps its fingers, and the world just goes white.
I opened the book.
When you open your eyes, you're on a grassy hill.
So do we? Are we back outside? Does it look like it's teleported us outside? Do we recognize this environment, or is it perhaps an illusion?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Do you want a test? I just really want to know if we recognize this environment. So I don't know if that would be a memory test.
Well, what you can see is in the distance there's a castle that looks suspiciously like the castle you're on your way to.
Daddy?
Whoa. 1 sec.
Have we?
What was that?
Have we seen that castle before?
I heard something. I'm not sure what I heard.
In the king's feast chamber, you did indeed see a picture of the castle.
Okay.
Whatever I had.
That's good enough for Galgreg. Galgreg believes we've been teleported outside.
Can you tell them how excited I am?
Yes, so.
Are you still there, Yana?
Yeah.
We'll
Right.
give Thor just a second. I think he had something come up.
I wrote in it home. I
Yeah,
wrote
it
home
sounded
in
like.
Yeah. Did you
In
like-
fact, this would be a good time for us to take a bio break. Let's go ahead and take 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run my dog outside real quick, so that's perfect.
Okay.
Go outside.
Everything works, Dad.
Got it. Say yes.
That is good to hear. Where the heckaroni?
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp, make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic. meet you. El professor is in the house, let me teach you. I could defeat you with 2 hands tied and have you waking in the hospital like, who am I? And who are you? Who are they? What is this? You wouldn't believe how someone react to this shit. The mind slips, slipping, speaking in tongues. Sly ink, GVA, that's how we get it done. 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 Sly ink, GVA, that's how we get it done.
They claim to be who they ain't. Try to knock my hustle, they can't. I pull this burner out of my pain. They claim to be who they ain't. Chop them up. Chop him up where he stand.
Switch it up.
Chop him up where he stays. Okay. 100 pounds, we just break them down. Takes a couple phone calls, they gon' make them round. Let's make sure that everybody eat. So in the end, I'm making ends on everybody's streets. I'm in the trenches with a dope beam. I'm circulating public coke until they OD. The kid that started with 100 grams. Now he can turn a full slab into 100 grams. They claim to be who they ain't. Try to knock my hustle, they can't. I pull this burner out of my pain. They claim to be who they ain't. Okay, chop him up where he stand. Check, give it a microphone, I make the microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp, make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic.
Chill for me.
Yo, give it a stage in a minute, I'ma eat you. El profesor is in the house, let me teach you. I could defeat you with 2 hands tied and have you waking in the hospital like, who am I? And who are you? Who are they? What is this? You wouldn't believe how someone react to this shit. The mind slips, slipping, speaking in tongues. Sly ink, GVA, that's how we get it done. 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 Sly ink, GVA, that's how we get it done.
Cool. I think we're still waiting on John and Triple D.
I'm back.
Sweet. Now that you guys have gone through the shit waterfall,
Well, I thought we got teleported, right?
yeah. But I mean, you were in the chamber with the shit waterfall.
Well, as long as we didn't have to go in it, I'm pretty happy.
No, I'm not going to make you go into the shit waterfall.
You specifically banned piss wizards. You didn't say anything about the shitomancers.
It's true, I didn't.
Was the nymph an ice nymph or an acid nymph, by the way?
Acid nymph.
Oh, I was confused. Okay. Oh, ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, we got the book of the hentai tentacles. And we got the Dookie Mancer.
This campaign's going down the hill.
Oh yeah. I mean, what's that rule? Is that rule 47 or whatever? Yeah. Yeah. Is that what's called rule 47? Yeah. Well, they'll probably be down with that cheese golem. Somebody out there, they're looking at that cheese.
Hey, the cheese is no
uncheesy
longer
thoughts.
enchanted.
Yeah.
I'm back. Sorry about that. My dog needed a bio break, and then I needed a bio break. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You're awful tonight, man. I've got a coworker. He's always like super unhinged and out of pocket, and just says the wildest shit. I told him, I was like, the only reason why I'm in this company is to make sure that he stays on hinges and in people's pockets.
Right.
Okay. Well, not far away is a castle with a silver drake on a field of blue. You have arrived at Oakholm, and the fort is Castle Drake, your destination.
True to my word, I will open up the book and just be like, "Hey, Dad, we made it out."
There's no voice.
Dad, I shake the book.
No tentacles, no voice, nothing.
First time ever, I felt like maybe something had picked me, and I shut the book.
So, Kev, remind me of the context of Oakholm and Castle Drake again. Because I have the names written down in my notes, but I have not recorded what they are.
Okay, well, Oakholm is a village that sits just outside of this castle, Castle Drake. Castle Drake is on the border between Codiem's kingdom and Mergem's kingdom. So basically, this castle is where the first battle is going to be fought. And you
do
were
we know
sent
who
here.
the Lord of the Castle?
Yes, it is Shalamdrin. He's the Earl of Oakholm.
And has he declared for Codiem or Mergem, or we don't know?
He has declared for Codiem. Yes.
Ah, perfect. Okay, so it sounds like we should just basically march into the castle and say hi to good old Earl Shalandrin and see what we can do to help him out, yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna read this book while we walk, but yeah.
Okay, are you going to go through the village or are you going to go around the village? I mean, you can go either direction.
Well, I figure we might as well go through the village if it's ruled by a friendly Earl. You know, we could maybe pick up some street food through, get some pies, some pasties, whatever the fantasy fast food is that we're dealing with today.
Well, I can tell you the results of the fantasy fast food. That was the last place you were. All right, well, as you walk toward the village, you see that there's a main road that has a significant number of people either leaving or coming to the village. Many of those making their way to the village are warriors and soldiers and war mages, uh, and a few appear to be other magic users and clerics and whatnot. But the majority of the people are soldiers in very heavy armor and carrying very dangerous weapons.
And can I assume they're wearing the colors of King Codiem, of our boy?
That is correct. They are wearing the green cloaks of Codiem.
What's the general composition? Is it mostly humans? Do we have like a large elven minority, or what would you say?
It is predominantly human.
Hmm.
There are a few demi-humans around. There's a few elves scattered around, but there's not like enough for a unit of elves.
Right.
They're just intermingled with the other warriors.
Okay. What's the general mood in Oakham? Do they seem optimistic? Are they worried? Are they tired? Like, have they fought recently? Are they fresh?
The soldiers, warriors, and war mages are really excited and looking forward to the battle, but the common people are extremely worried about the fields being set on fire. They're worried that it's going to be famine after this.
Valid concern.
All right, you're able to pass through the village rather quickly, and you move on towards the castle.
Anything of note while we pass through the village other than the soldiers?
Well, you notice that there is an inn here that seems extremely busy. Their common room is just filled with people.
I mean, are we ahead of schedule or behind schedule, would you guys say?
What do you mean?
I mean, you do, yeah.
If the Earl likes us, we can sleep in the castle. We won't have to be out here with all the fleas and the soldiers and such.
You're a
All the
soldier.
good food is probably in the castle anyway.
Wouldn't you rather be rubbing shoulders with your comrades in arms than hoity-toity stuck-up nobles?
No.
Oh.
Gal Craig has lived the common life. She's been a slave. She doesn't want any more of that. Her emancipation came specifically at the behest of the nobility. So the only success she's ever had in life has been sucking up to these people and saving their asses from their own incompetence. And anytime she hasn't had a noble patron, she's been, cold and hungry and beat up and enslaved. So she would much rather be in the castle.
All right, but I mean, there's booze in here, and it looks pretty good. Like, look at it.
Well, the Earl probably has booze too. He'll have like fancy imported elven booze, perhaps, or
No,
dwarven booze,
he'll have
or you mix them half and half, right? It's like
no.
what's
He'll have some fine wine and cheeses, No.
yeah, get some of that dwarven cheese in you. Those dwarfs, they know how to make a good cheese.
Yeah, it's my favorite. As I stare at her in robot.
All right. Well, as you're discussing these cheeses and these beverages, you make your way up to Castle Drake.
Yeah, we're just gonna bypass the inn.
The highway is filled with soldiers in chainmail and war wizards preparing their spells, looking in their various spell books. The closer that you come to the castle, the more prepared they are and the more heavily armored. When you arrive at the castle gate, a human knight greets you. He's wearing very shiny full metal armor, full plate armor. He has a long blonde ponytail and pale blue eyes. And he says, "Welcome to Castle Drake. I'm Zol. Who may I ask you are?" "Welcome to our castle, Yara."
I am the king's sword, Zalem. Just giving myself titles here.
"Welcome, Zalem. Then quickly, come with us into the castle. We must prepare you. We don't have a lot of time before the battle comes. Hurry, follow me. I will lead you into the keep. I warn you, though, be careful with your weapons. Something strange has happened today, and people's own blades have attacked them.
Mm.
I just look at my arm in disbelief.
I think Galgreg might say something like, do not worry, for my blade is enchanted and beyond the corruption of any mere magic. Because she's not quite smart enough to conceal the fact that she has badass magical equipment. She's dumb enough to just brag about it openly.
Nice.
She's gonna get robbed. I just know it.
The human knight motions and goes into the keep.
While we're walking, Gelgreg might ask Zol how long until the enemy forces arrive. How long until Merrigan's army?
We expect the dog soldiers in 3 days' time.
Hmm.
Their patrols have already started attacking our walls. That started 4 days ago.
Patrols? They're not like hitting it with the main force?
No, not yet. They're just testing us right now.
Yeah, it's kind of a dumb tactic. Yeah, you're probably right. Well, I mean, the best way to take a castle is to hit it with such overwhelming force all at once that they can't possibly combat all the people going up the ladder all at the same time. But, I mean, they fight however they want. I'm not the invader here.
Well, maybe they have some. Perhaps they have some form of artillery they wish to bring to bear, and a key point.
I mean, maybe they're using the skirmishers to kind of distract these guys from what they've got going on outside of. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of like forestry and stuff around here. It wouldn't take much time to build a siege tower with the quality trees that you guys have.
This is true.
Just putting the fear of God in Zol right now. Sorry, gods.
Zol turns to you and says, "What are you talking about? I never even thought of that.
Uh-oh.
Hurry, I've got to get you to the Earl."
Earl sounds like a nice guy.
So you go around a corner, and on the other side there are 3 swords that are floating in the air in front of you.
Quick perception check, because I kind of want one of those, and I'm gonna see if it would be like uncouth of me to just reach out and grab one.
Okay.
Just snatch the sword.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's not good.
I think you think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out and take one of these swords.
Okay, go ahead and grab it, and why don't you give me an agility check?
Ooh, that's got some negatives on it. All right, let's see if we can't roll this one so good. Let's see here. That's all right.
Okay, so what you see is the mechanical mage reaches out and grabs one of these swords, and it kind of moves back and forth and up and down, and it's kind of all over the place. And then he pulls it and rams the butt of it into the ground, raises it up, and he has his new sword.
Hmm.
Cue Zelda treasure music.
The other two swords just fall to the floor.
Dibs on this one. It didn't suck.
What's Zol's reaction?
Zol is just standing there like, what is going on? He doesn't understand what's happening at all. Not
Well,
in the
Zol is a
slightest.
knight, and the lord of the castle is an earl.
These are both true. Yes. Yeah, but you can tell that he's not really very important. No one seems to be really paying attention to him at all.
Well, he's taking us to the earl.
Yes, he's leading you to the Earl.
Kev, did this sword stay magical, or was it a spell that just kind of stopped as soon as I fiddled with it?
That's a good question. Why don't you give me an intelligence challenge roll? Man, you were rolling great tonight, John.
Yeah, I'm scared for whenever we get into combat, to be honest with you.
All right, so this sword is completely non-magical now. Whatever
Beans.
enchantment it had, you knocked off it.
Now, was it like a long sword, great sword, bastard sword?
Great sword.
Uh,
So it's
I mean,
really big and really heavy.
yep, I'm all about it. Can I still cast spells with this sword in my hand? Given that they are specifically combat spells used for like mighty attack, it's like as part of casting a spell, you make an attack with a melee weapon, stuff like that. Killing urge,
Yeah, stuff like that's still going to work on it. Yeah.
right on. Yeah, all of my spells are for enhancing sword attacks. And I'll go look up great sword in the equipment table. So,
And did you have any other questions?
no, I mean if it's not magical, I think I'm good to go. Yeah, I'm good.
What about the other two great swords? Are you guys going to leave those?
I mean, if they're not magical, I don't see a reason to carry 3.
I already have a big magical sword, so I'm good.
Okay. You guys continue through the hallway, and pretty soon you come to an audience chamber where the Earl of Oakholm Shalamdrin sits. He's currently drinking some fine wine from a golden chalice. And he
I
says,
told you the Earl would have good wine.
Who are these people? And the kid turns around and just says, They got sent by the king, so I brought them to you. And the Earl just turns back and says, Who are you again?
I'll Zalem, Blade of the King.
Sorry, I
And my axe. Oh, I'm just kidding.
The Earl says, How do I know the king sent you? And which king sent you?
Those are both great questions.
No, you
No,
guys
Greg
didn't pick
doesn't.
up any heraldry.
You're just gonna have to trust us. Don't give him a thumbs up.
I would remind you guys about that Whisper Stone. The stone
choose
that can
to
reach
never
Codiem.
Oh, actually, I think I'm the one that has that since I'm the mage dude. Yeah, I'll pull that out and try to, magic fizzle it awake.
Okay. The king answers on the other side.
Hey, this Earl guy here is doubting our, quest.
Give him the stone. I'll talk to him.
I toss it to the guy.
He just looks at it and he's like, What the fuck is this?
Talk to it. I want to hear a finger snap on the end of that. You hit him with the old biz niche.
He holds the stone to his ear for a moment and then he tosses it back to Yana and says, Very well.
What?
And I'm
Okay.
going to end it right
fine.
there for the night.
Give it to the wrong party member.
You guys blew through my content this time. I thought I had more than you would go through.
I was
Well, it
kind of
wasn't
hoping
much
to
of
do
a-
more stuff with the book.
Wasn't much of a fight with the acid nymph.
Yeah, you guys pushed me into a corner on that one. He just really
Oh,
did not
holy
like
crap.
Salem.
No.
I don't see why I'm the most likable party member here. I've never rubbed anybody the wrong way. I've never rubbed anybody at all. Dude, great swords do 3 die 6 damage in this game.
Yeah, it's
They
insane.
might.
Oh, I can't wield this thing, dude.
That's right.
They're cumbersome. All right, now that I know this, I will say that I would have just dropped it on the floor after I retrieved it and broke the spell.
Okay.
Just leave it laying around for people to trip over.
You just drop it in front of the Earl. You don't say anything. You just drop the sword.
That's yours. Walk off.
All right. Thanks for playing tonight, guys. I appreciate it.
It was a good time. I'm
Yeah. Sorry if
tomorrow
we
night.
ran through the content too fast.
It's all good.
It was good to get back into it anyway.
I would like to actually have another session in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. I mean, I know people get sick and stuff does happen, but I'd like to play again in 2 weeks.
Yeah. 2 weeks. Is that Good Friday?
Oh no, it's not, is it?
The 29th? I mean, I don't really care, but I just know that the other people might have family things, but I'm okay.
It is Good Friday.
Yeah. I'm still free. So if other people are, then I'm down.
Okay.
Good call.
Okay.
As of right
cool.
now, I'm good. We don't. My church normally does Passover instead of Good Friday and Easter and whatnot. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, in the next session, we will burn a monastery. Just
Oh my
joking.
gosh.
You thought you were joking.
We're going full Viking.
Oh, before we go, Kevin, I do want to, like, if we have downtime at all, I want to sit and read this book, like, in its entirety.
Yeah, my idea was that you guys would have downtime for the next 3 days before the battle arrives.
That will be how I prepare for it, is by trying to uncover why this book was given to me and why my dad's mad at me. Just talk to me, Dad. Daddy.
Book Dad, are we there yet? What about now?
Okay, I gotta run, guys.
All
Thank
right,
you
you
for the
guys take
session.
care.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
So I have bought the beginning box to Shadowrun. Is that similar, or is it a different system altogether? Yeah. Yeah. So I went kind of nuts while waiting and moving and stuff like that. I have bought the 5e books that you need to get started in 5e, and I know Wizards of the Coast is gross, but I needed something,
Right.
And then bought as much Starfinder stuff as I could get my hands on. And tomorrow night, I'm actually, blessed to get to run a game for a group of people who have never played Starfinder before. Yeah, it's an old buddy of mine. We reconnected after I moved back up here, and he is just. It's on the table. Yeah. I will run something online for you guys soonish. I have the Dead Sons complete adventure, and I've also got another one that sounds really, really, really close to how Borderlands starts. So I really like that one.
Cool.
Yeah. And then my next one that I want to do is Fly Free or Die, because it's like the most popular one because you're space pirates.